What is going on, guys? JD from New York here. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel this afternoon. This is, of course, the #1 professional wrestling podcast right here on YouTube.com. This is episode 193, part number 2 of Off the Script for Saturday, October 28th, 2017. Like a dumbass, not even sure if half of you even give a shit, but I've been mislabeling Off the Script for the last 2 weeks. I was actually an episode ahead of where we should be. I titled yesterday's video 194 when indeed it is 193. I noticed this last night and I said, oh shit, I fucked up. So I fixed all the videos. We are where we should be. We are 7 episodes away from episode 200. I have no idea what I'm doing. I haven't even thought about it. I probably just go about business as usual because what we do here is better than anybody on this platform. So there you go. But I want to thank everybody for showing up to yesterday's 193 part 1. We talked about 2 major names in the form of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Stone Cold Steve Austin in contention for a special guest referee role at the Survivor Series during the Brock Lesnar and Steroid Freak match that will be taking place in November in Houston. So if you guys want to go check that out and feel what I'm feeling on the topic and why Jinder Mahal is a detriment and a disgrace, once again, I've been saying this for the last 6 months, why he's a disgrace to the WWE Championship and why he's holding the entire product down on Tuesday nights. You guys should go over and check that out. It's live on the channel right now, along with NXT, SmackDown Live, and Monday Night Raw, plus my career mode videos, live streams, all on the channel if you guys missed any of my content this week. What we got in store for you today, I got breaking news. I got breaking news on Brock Lesnar. Plans are changing because Vince McMahon is a fucking idiot. We're going to go over it. What changed? Well, it happened on Monday Night Raw, and it got everybody fucking pissed off. So what happened on Monday night is going to have a direct effect on what is going to be happening at the Royal Rumble. And who's to blame? Well, you can blame the old man because he's a fucking retard. So there you go. We're going to go over all that. Also, I got news on Nia Jax and The Rock and how she seeked out advice from her cousin. And The Rock told her, if you're not happy, walk away. So there you go. We're going to talk about that as well today on Off the Script. We also have a Pro Wrestling Crate unboxing that I'm going to be doing in like a minute or two. If you don't care for that, I really don't give a fuck. Suck my dick. I have to do it. I enjoy it. It's my favorite unboxing during the month. And if you don't like it, suck my dick or skip ahead. Either one of those I would be perfectly content with, bro. I would be perfectly content with either one of those things. So that's coming up as well. And we got a loaded show, as always, right here on Off the Script each and every weekend. Follow me on Twitter, at JD from NY206. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on that bell for notifications. If you guys missed yesterday's video, like I said, it's live on the channel. And we are sponsored today by Pro Wrestling Tees, being that we're opening up a Pro Wrestling Crate. Pro Wrestling Tees and Barbershop Window is the official home of the Off the Script online store. If you guys need the address or the web address, it's right in the layout on the right side of the screen. It's barbershopwindow.com/offthescript. There is 9 different designs on the website right now, including the new Get Off My TV design featuring Enzo Annoying. We got Titus O'Neil, Jinder Mahal's on there, and Bailey, the first female to make a Get Off My TV shirt. I didn't want to do it, but it had to be done. So it's on the store right now if you guys want to go check that out. barbershopwindow.com/offthescript. I'm going to try and get some new designs up there for the Black Friday sale because Black Friday is the biggest sale all across Barbershop Window and Pro Wrestling Tees. But if you want to support the show and you want to look good while doing it, go to barbershopwindow.com and do your online shopping. Buy one for yourself, buy one for your mother, your sister, your father, your girlfriend, whatever, man. Look good and represent Off the Script while doing it. We got some of the best podcast t-shirts out there on the market. So make sure you guys go and check that out. barbershopwindow.com/off the script. Let's open this bad boy, man. We got Pro Wrestling Crate. It's a big one, man. It's a big one. I don't know what the theme is. I like to be surprised. Let me fix myself here. Let me fix my microphone. We are going to be unboxing this month's Pro Wrestling Crate. If you guys enjoy anything in here, okay, this is what you got to do. ProWrestlingCrate.com. Simple. You enter that address in, you're going to pick whatever subscription you want. Then, when you do that, you're going to enter in the code off the script. All one word. You're going to save 20% off on your entire first subscription. So, that is only good for this box off the script. Make sure you guys enter that coupon code. You're going to save 20% off. Everybody listening is going to get to save some money on Pro Wrestling Crate. If you guys want to follow them on Twitter, it's PW Crate. At PW Crate on Twitter. Let's see what we got in here, man. I love this box each and every week. This is Best of the Indies, Part 2. So there you go. Best of the Indies. This is the cheat sheet. I don't want to look at it because then I will be spoiling myself. Next month's theme is face paint. It's going to be a Halloween special. 1 month too late, but it's going to be a Halloween special. There you go at the bottom. Next month's theme is face paint. So anybody that has worn face paint and is a famous wrestler in the world of professional wrestling, they might be featured. I could think of a few. Sting. I could think of Demolition, Gold Dust. Those are just a few that come to the top of my head. Red. We got a red T-shirt here. Ooh, this is nice, man. This is nice. Steen. Look at that. Wrestling's worst nightmare, bro. Look at that. That is fucking great. Kevin Steen. You got the red and the black. Now, obviously, you guys know him, or we know him as Kevin Owens. That is a nice looking T-shirt, man. I gotta admit, we're starting off right here with the Pro Wrestling Crate for the month of October. What we got here, man? Panama City Playboy. Look at this. Adam Cole, the Panama City Playboy. Holy shit. I love Panama City Beach, man. I went down there several years ago with my best friend Pete, and we did some spring break nonsense down there. I remember us, or me specifically, drinking a whole case of, I think it was, what the fuck was it? Natural ice? I mean, I drank anything, man. This was before I was like really into the beer connoisseur thing, and now I wouldn't even touch it with a fucking 1,000-mile pole. I would not drink natural ice. I wouldn't drink it if it was the last fucking beverage on this planet, and I had to hydrate myself. I wouldn't drink it. That's how nasty it is. But we did it. We did it. I remember playing beer pong on the beach with people from Detroit, but they didn't use beer. They used jungle juice, and I remember after like a couple of rounds of throwing the ball, I was fucking wasted. Those were cool guys, man. It was a good time down there. Penta L Zero. Pentagon Dark from Lucha Underground. There you go, man. That's a nice looking t-shirt right there. That is a beast looking t-shirt. And this is what you can expect from Pro Wrestling Tees, because Pro Wrestling Tees has the best t-shirts for your wrestling needs. ProWrestlingTees.com/offthescript. Or Barbershop Window. I'm not with Pro. They're all the same fucking thing. It's BarbershopWindow.com/offthescript. But Pro Wrestling Tees is the same company. We got another micro brawler here. I got a lot of them up there. I got Vader, I got Taz, I got Goldust, I got the Young Bucks, I got Marty Scurll, I got Kenny Omega. And now we're going to add another one. We're going to add Joey Ryan to the list. Look at that. Joey Ryan micro brawler here on Off the Script for the unboxing of Pro Wrestling Crate. What do we got in here, man? By the way, small fun fact about this box. My neighbors threw it over the front gate that I have here, and it landed while I was sitting here doing some work on my computer, and I realized what it was by looking out the window. They just chucked it over the fucking gate as if it was a football. But thank God there was nothing in here that was fragile. And we got new glasses. Look at that. There you go. I don't know what the fucking glasses... Who is this? I can't even see out of these fucking things. These are Jay Lethal Black Machismo sunglasses. There you go. I can't see a fucking thing out of them, but they look good. They look good. And I gotta take these things off. I really can't see. Black Machismo, you fucking damn right. All I see is black. We got a Psycho Killer exclusive collector pin, only found in Pro Wrestling Crate. That is Tommaso Ciampa. Get well, bro. Can't wait to see that feud with Johnny Gargano. What do we got here, man? The Road to Wrestling. The Wrestling Road Diaries. We got Colt Cabana, Big LG. Big Luke Gallows, and Cliff Compton. There you go. There you go, bruh. Not that I'm going to watch it, but it's in there. It's in there. What do we have in here? We got so many goodies in here. I got an umbrella. I don't want to open it up in the house because it's bad luck. But we have an umbrella here. It is... Let me see. Where is it? And every club needs a villain Marty Scurll umbrella. Just envision what Marty Scurll comes out with his umbrella. And I guess you can figure it out. If you want to go watch some other schmuck open this and open up the umbrella in the house and have bad luck cast upon him, you guys can go do that. I ain't opening up in the house. Best of the indies here. Oh, this is getting framed once I get the fuck out of this apartment. This is nice, man. Look at that. We got Steen and Cole. Look at that. Look at that. Best of the indies in vein of Back to the Future. Nice little poster we got there, bro. Nice little poster. I like that kind of shit. I like that kind of shit. We got a coloring book here. King of the Deathmatch. Volume 1. Terry Funk and Cactus Jack. You know, there you go. You want to do some fucking coloring? Say it's good for your kids. Use coupon code off the script. Go get a coloring book for your kids. Look, you got a Kenny Omega in there. You can color in the Mega Man-esque little drawing you got in there. You know, use your imagination. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do with that. Whatever. You know, going to end up giving half of this shit away one day. And we got a autograph, which comes in every crate, by the way. This is fucking Beast. And I called his match in House of Glory against Anthony Gangone. Cody Rhodes. A man everybody's looking up to on the indies. Part of the Bullet Club. Everybody is seeking his advice on leaving WWE, according to rumors. Cody Rhodes, certified by Pro Wrestling Tees. That is a great looking autograph right there, man. Cody Rhodes is the autograph this month for Pro Wrestling Crate. If you guys enjoyed any of that, and I'm sure you did, man, because I did. I love this unboxing. This is my favorite unboxing during the month. You can see why. A ton of shit that you can just collect and, you know, build your man cave or your game room and make it look good if you love professional wrestling. That's what Pro Wrestling Crate is all about, man. Next month is going to be the Halloween special, Face Paint. So, obviously, I'll be unboxing that on the channel when I get it delivered next month. And like I said, if you guys enjoy that, ProWrestlingCrate.com, and use the coupon code at checkout after you finished picking your subscription. You're going to save 20% on whatever subscription you guys want. That is off the script. You're going to save 20% off. I'm going to clean this shit up. I am going to get right into the news immediately after that. Let me get to Matt Hardy here as he introduces off the script, and I will get to the news and rumors, man. We got a big day ahead of us for news. We're going to talk about this Brock Lesnar situation and the plans changing for him going into the Royal Rumble. Major news, so stay tuned right here on Off the Script.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Broken Matt Hardy. This is JD from New York. Actually, delete to JD from New York. I am Cletus Vessel. Make sure to check out his wonderful show, Off the Script. It's absolutely delightful.
By the way, I was just looking at my Spotify, and I was looking at what I've been listening to lately, and I know you guys know what type of music I listen to, and if you are indeed into the same type of music that I am, don't know why you wouldn't be, I highly recommend Trivium's new album, The Sin and the Sentence, fucking album of the year of 2017. If you guys listen to hard rock, heavy metal, Trivium, The Sin and the Sentence, it is absolutely fucking amazing. Matt Heafy and company, they are so underrated as far as being musicians and songwriters. You know, a lot of people kind of turn the other cheek when you hear Trivium because a lot of people kind of associate them with that new wave of heavy metal, that emo type shit. Fuck this shit, man. Matt Heafy can sing. Matt Heafy can fucking write. Matt Heafy can play. And they just got a new beast drummer. I don't know what his name is yet. I haven't really dove into, you know, his background and what he's been doing, but obviously, he has death metal experience, and Matt Heafy obviously listens to a lot of death metal, thrash metal, and you guys hear that influence in the sounds of the new album. And so if you guys are on Spotify, or if you're into music and you have not heard it yet, or into the type of music I listen to, rather, Trivium's The Sin and the Sentence. Highly, 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 highly recommended. I should just start a fucking music podcast, man. I just talk about music. I love music. Especially, you know, being that my brother is in Legionary and he does his thing. We'll see, man. Maybe somewhere down the line. But if you guys are into that type of thing, Trivium, The Sin and the Sentence, available now on Spotify. We are here to talk about wrestling, and I am going to go over this story first before we get into the major news story. Now, you guys know, if you watch Monday Night Raw Review, I was very proud of my Monday Night Raw Review video. I hit points that people were not even thinking about after the show ended, and I did it half asleep, so I give myself a nice little golf clap. I give myself a Barry Horowitz pat on the back there, bro. But, the one thing we're talking about, and the one thing that triggered all of us on Monday Night Raw, was not the invasion, this mock invasion. It is indeed the Finn Balor situation. And let me shut this off so we don't get bothered when we are recording. The Finn Balor situation, and why Finn Balor lost to Kane after he had just beaten AJ Styles at TLC the night before. Why even Kane is back on WWE television is a mystery to me. Like, why is he even here? Why is he on our televisions? You know? I was hoping the t-shirt did its job, but apparently I got to come back with an even stronger t-shirt to just make this guy go away. I wish I knew some voodoo. Maybe I should call up Chris Angel and have him pull one of his disappearing acts on Glenn Jacobs, because the guy is fucking awful. We don't want to see Kane in the main event or in a major program or against Braun Strowman at Survivor Series. Nobody wants to see it. Nobody cares. And WWE is just beating a dead horse with Kane coming back. How many fucking returns does Kane need to have? What is this, his like 88th fucking return? I mean, who cares? And then every return is the same goddamn fucking thing. Oh, let me come up through the ring. Did they even have... I don't even remember. That's how zoned out I was. Did he even have pyro? What is Kane without pyro? Like, can you come up with a different scenario where Kane... just, I don't know, the fucking arena goes dark and he's just standing there? At least it would have been different than, let me come up from the ring, you know? And then, let me pull you down into the depths of hell, you know? Nobody wants to see that shit. What are you doing here? You know? And then it happened against Roman Reigns, and then I had all the smart mark motherfuckers come out and tell me, but JG, all you do is complain, man. Why are you watching? If you don't like it, just stop watching, man. Stop watching? You know, you're gonna stop watching the Yankees because they fucking choked? Huh? You're gonna stop watching the Yankees now that Joe Girardi quit or was fired? I don't know what happened to him. I don't know why you would fire Joe Girardi, you know? You know, he was a decent manager. I hate the fucking Yankees, but, you know, you're gonna stop watching the Yankees because they didn't make it to the World Series? They didn't beat Houston? Huh? No, you're not going to stop watching. You're going to be in Yankee Stadium on opening day. You're going to have your fucking $12 caramel popcorn or Cracker Jacks. You're going to have your fucking $16 Budweiser, right? Whoever pays for a beer at a baseball game, you are mentally challenged. Why would you? First of all, I only serve shit. You know, you'd be lucky if you find a fucking Heineken. I wouldn't even touch that shit with my lips. You know, you want to go, you know, Citi Field has a decent beer garden in the back, you know? I'd rather actually sit at the beer garden than watch the fucking Mets play, because they fucking suck too. But, you know, you're going to stop watching the Yankees because they didn't make the World Series, right? The WWE has been in I don't know, a 10-year slump. I've been a Brave fan. I know what a slump really means, bro. You ain't going to trigger me about that. You ain't going to trigger me with that comment. I'm just going to turn the other cheek and hit bench on Twitter. That's all I'm going to do. But I'm not going to stop watching WWE because they're in a 10-year drought here with, you know, some good things sprinkled in between NXT, you know. But Kane doesn't belong on our televisions. Simple as that. Now, on Monday Night Raw Review, we talked about how Kane and Braun Strowman and the direction that WWE is going in following TLC. Kane threw Braun Strowman in a dumpster truck, right? He pretended as if Braun Strowman was Super Shredder from Ninja Turtles. He threw him in the fucking back of a trash truck, and then he pulled the lever, and then he committed murder live on pay-per-view. You know, the same old story with WWE. Bullshit. So, WWE's reasoning for this is they gotta make Kane look strong. They gotta get Braun Strowman over as the monster on Monday Night Raw. What, wasn't this done with the Big Show? You know? Isn't Big Show more of an imposing threat than Kane? Kane is out of shape. He's got, you know, a mayor written all over him for Knoxville, Tennessee, right? He's got a beer belly. He's got saggy tits. He's 50 years old. His favorite pastime is rocking back on the fucking chair with Bray Wyatt in the old country, you know, chewing on a string of hay. You know, he's got his fucking banjo. We got the banjo here, and we got the Yingling on ice. You know, that's what I remember. That's what I see when I look at Kane. You know, he's an old, out of shape, running for mayor of Knoxville, Tennessee. Has been. Nobody wants to see him. You know, especially against Braun Strowman. Now, wasn't Big Show put in these matches, in these predicaments, and in a steel cage, and didn't they break the ring to get Braun Strowman over as the mighty giant of WWE? What is Kane gonna do that the Big Show did not do? I would love somebody from WWE to answer this question for me, because it's been on my plate since Monday. What is Kane going to do? And this is for the fucking losers out there, too, who want to fucking challenge everything I say. You can't. You can't. There's a reason why you're on the other side of the fucking camera and on the microphone and the screen. Because you're watching me, okay? Now, I'm not right all the time, but I know when I'm right, and I'm right in this instance. There's no reason for Kane to be on my television. There's nothing that Kane is going to do that Big Show did not do for Braun Strowman. WWE fucked up on Braun Strowman. This is all their fault. Now they have to resort to building him back up as the monster among men, the real giant in WWE, because they refused to put him over Brock Lesnar at No Mercy for the WWE Universal Championship, because they want to keep the title on Lesnar, because they have these fucking wild imaginations that it's going to do something right for Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. No. Lesnar in himself is a failure. Roman Reigns has been a 4-year failure, and WWE failed with Braun Strowman. He has lost a ton of momentum. He went from challenging Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship at No Mercy to literally doing nothing. Now he's fighting Kane at the Survivor Series, if that is the plan. I'd rather him not even be on Survivor Series. I think that would be better off for him. It's a waste. So WWE fucked up going back to the No Mercy pay-per-view. Now, they bring Kane out on Monday Night Raw. You couldn't put Kane against anybody else? There's nobody else on that roster. I hear Darren Young is ready to come back. Why don't you squash Darren Young? Nobody gives a fuck about Darren Young. Why don't you fucking squash Kurt Hawkins? You know? Why don't you squash one of the cruiserweights? Put somebody else out there. Why did it need to be a Finn Balor? Again, nobody knows. Nobody knows. And then you got the idiots out there who dwell on social media. Well, Kane is 7 foot tall. Kane is 300 pounds. There's no way a vanilla midget who weighs 170 pounds is going to beat the big red machine. No shit! So why would you put him in that situation? Now, the way things are going, we don't need a Meltzer. We don't need a PW Insider to talk about this bullshit. We know that the next in line, the next fatality here in this string of Lesnar matches on this worthless title run that will eventually lead him to Roman Reigns, and it'll be like a fucking gladiator showdown. It'll be like the end of fucking Gladiator, where Joaquin Phoenix is fucking killed by Russell Crowe. It's gonna be one of those deals. WWE thinks it's gonna be some monumental fucking thing at WrestleMania. No, people are gonna end up walking out before the main event even starts, because we already are talking about a predictable show in October, right? So WWE, we know by following things and listening to what people say and how things are going on television, that Finn Balor is gonna be the next in line to challenge Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship. It's just common sense. There is nobody else. It ain't going to be Bray Wyatt. It ain't going to be Bray Wyatt. Sister Abigail better give him the best blowjob ever if she wants him to be elevated to the main event. That ain't happening. That ain't happening anytime soon. It ain't going to be Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is in a tag team with Dean Ambrose right now, and they're tag team champions. So that's not going to happen. And Rollins and Ambrose should be going one-on-one with each other at WrestleMania. That would be my perfect scenario for those guys. Who else is there on Monday Night Raw? It ain't going to be Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman already had his shot. Samoa Joe already had his shot, right? It ain't going to be John Cena. So who the fuck is there? There is nobody but Finn Balor. Now, why would you have Finn Balor lose in this situation if that is indeed your plan for the Royal Rumble? If it's going to be Lesnar and Balor, or the Demon, whatever the fuck they want to do, why is it going to be that match? If that is your plan, why is that going to happen, there, now, after what we've seen on Monday Night Raw? How can anyone believe in a Finn Balor if he can't beat Kane? If he can't beat Kane, if he cannot even get past Kane, what makes you think he is even going to last a minute with Brock Lesnar? It makes no sense. So WWE, and this goes to show you that there is absolutely no long-term planning in WWE. They book on the fly. They don't think things through. And this is a perfect situation in which that rings true. Now, Balor faced off against Kane on Monday Night Raw. Kane was victorious after hitting 3 straight chokeslams. This came as a bit of a surprise to many fans since Balor just picked up a big win the night before against AJ Styles. A lot of fans on social media questioned this decision. There's a rumor going backstage, or there's a rumor online about the critique backstage and the reaction to Kane defeating Balor. Dave Meltzer on the Wrestling Observer Radio this week was very critical of WWE's decision to have Balor lose to Kane in that spot. Meltzer says that he asked around backstage, and people who always defend Vince McMahon's decisions had no explanation as to why Kane had to defeat Balor. Of course there is no explanation. You know what? You want to know what the explanation is? Vince McMahon is fucking out of touch. You want to know the explanation? Vince McMahon needs to go. You want to know the explanation? Vince McMahon should not be running WWE anymore. That's the explanation. I don't know why this was made, but apparently this was made the night of Raw. This decision was made mere hours before the show even went live on the USA Network. I quote, "There is no explanation. There is no defense. Vince just whiffed." End quote. Whiffed. It was a swing and a miss, and Vince fell right on his ass. And he don't even realize it. In his sick and demented mind, he's right. He's right when everyone in the business knows that Vince McMahon is wrong. Now, the idea seems to be that Kane is going to be getting ready for a match against Braun Strowman and build him up. That's where I come in and question, didn't the Big Show do that? What difference is Kane going to make that the Big Show did not? So I don't understand that. Meltzer questions why WWE didn't have Kane defeat anyone else on the roster since it slows down the momentum of Balor. Especially silly if WWE plans to have Balor face Brock Lesnar in the next few months, which has been a rumor floating around for the past several weeks. Overall, it was a decision that left people scratching their heads. No shit. No shit. Now, you want to know what WWE has planned for Brock Lesnar? They are now thinking of scrapping the Lesnar and Balor feud, which could change the Royal Rumble plans immensely. The 2018 Royal Rumble is still months away. It'll be here before you blink. But WWE may already be on the fence about a particular angle and a feud that would have landed a major match at the pay-per-view. Next month, Brock Lesnar will not be putting his Universal Championship on the line as he faces the T-Virus wielding Jinder Mahal in a champion versus champion match at Survivor Series. Now, another possible feud for Lesnar may end up being totally scrapped by WWE and may not happen at all. It appears as if WWE is going ahead with the idea of letting Lesnar hold on to the title until WrestleMania 34. Speculation is that he will face Roman Reigns at the pay-per-view, which is pretty much a lock right now. But other names have been thrown around like Finn Balor and a host of others. With these rumors, it had been previously reported by Fan-Sided that Balor would soon start a feud with Lesnar and have the program culminate with a title match at the Royal Rumble because Balor never got his rematch for the Universal Championship after he had to relinquish it following his injury at SummerSlam a few years ago. Fans would go insane over this feud and would love to see the two popular superstars face off against one another, but that may have to wait. According to a report from Cage Side Seats, WWE is beginning to sour on the idea of Balor versus Lesnar, And that may have a lot to do with the Demon and how he has been booked lately. I wonder why they're souring, and I wonder why that has to do with how the Demon has been booked lately. It's because you've been booking Balor like a fucking bum. It all stems from Monday night. If that doesn't make you want to scrap the feud, I don't know what will. Balor has been miscast on Monday Night Raw following WrestleMania. Bray Wyatt, Elias, and now this fucking bullshit that they got him doing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. One week he looks like a pumpkin. Next week he's talking to fucking Bray Wyatt with a voice changer. Next minute he's taking guitar shots from Elias. What are you doing with this guy? What are you doing with him? You need a shakeup. Things are beginning to get stale on the main roster. Trades need to happen. Angle should be trading Balor over to SmackDown for somebody. Whether it's Randy Orton or, I don't know, somebody over there. I don't know who the fuck you'd even trade him for at this point. You know? He's worth nothing. Balor's stock has immensely dropped since coming up from NXT. Guy has been absolutely in nothing. He's been injured for 7 months, and now he's got a whole fucking year of absolute garbage creatively. You know? So that makes Bobby Roode, Shinsuke Nakamura, Finn Balor, Sami Zayn, right? And a slew of others I'm not going to name here. I'm sure you guys can piece the puzzle together. You're probably going to add Asuka to that list in a couple of months. Guarantee you. Guarantee you. You know? WWE loves to call up NXT talent, and they love to bury them on Monday Night Raw and SmackDown Live. Why? Why? You know? Why does Asuka need to be brought up? Why does Asuka need to be built up as a legit fucking killer with a 523-day title reign as NXT Women's Champion to come up and barely scratch a win, scratch and claw a win against Emma? Why? Why is Nakamura undefeated for a year in NXT, with the only one that he's really run into trouble with was Samoa Joe, which is common logic, right? Because who wouldn't be in trouble with Samoa Joe staring them down? And then you got Bobby Roode, which is understandable. They made a good storyline out of it. WWE played up the fact that Bobby Roode injured Nakamura's knee. So that all worked. That all worked. But when Nakamura got to the main roster, he's barely getting any offense in on Dolph Ziggler, who's had zero momentum all year. Not taking anything away from Dolph Ziggler, but if you're building Nakamura up and Nakamura has more upside than Dolph Ziggler, why isn't Nakamura kicking Ziggler's head off in 5 minutes? I don't get that. You know? The good matches will come for these individuals. Not right out of the gate. When they come up from NXT, they need to keep that momentum. There's a reason why Nakamura is called the king of strong style. He's the king of fucking soft style on SmackDown Live. Asuka obviously has been toned down from what we see in 2 matches on Monday Night Raw. And if that's the way that they're going with them, this will be an utter failure. But nobody sees that. Nobody wants to make light of that. They want to say, stop complaining. Asuka's going to be fine. Was Nakamura fine? Is he fine? Is Balor fine? Is Bobby Roode fine? No. Nobody's fine. When you get into the grasp of Vince McMahon on Monday Night Raw, when you are labeled a Raw superstar, you are over. It is over for you. You're done. I don't know why anybody wants to be promoted to Monday Night Raw. If they come up to me and I'm an NXT superstar, and they say, well, we're going to promote you to Monday Night Raw, I am begging and pleading with Matt Bloom, William Regal, and Triple H, all in the same room, please don't kill my career. Please don't kill my career. Can you move me up when Vince dies? I'd love to move up when William Regal is the GM of Monday Night Raw and Triple H is the CEO of the company. I don't want to go to Monday Night Raw, you know? This is garbage. WWE does not respect anything that NXT is doing. You want to know why? And this is the same old shit we've been saying for months. Because NXT is doing everything better than Monday Night Raw. NXT and everybody associated with NXT is doing everything better than everybody on Monday Night Raw. And Monday Night Raw can't handle that. They can't wait to get their grasp on the talent in NXT because they want to prove to you, you know, we're the big dogs on Monday Night Raw. You know, these NXT guys, these NXT kids, these storylines, fuck them. You know, you want to go all batshit crazy over these guys. Wait till Aleister Black comes to Monday Night Raw. He's going to be fucking Aleister White because he's going to be he's going to be buried on Monday Night Raw, you know? They're going to take away his entrance. They're going to limit what he does in the ring. They'll probably fucking change his finisher, you know? You won't be seeing none of the cool shit from, you know, Aleister Black. They'll probably have him cover up his tattoos. They don't give a fuck about what goes on in NXT. They want to kill what's in NXT because they're not doing what NXT is doing. They don't give a shit. They're going to make their money anyway. How much money is NXT making them? Nothing. NXT ain't making them any money. In fact, NXT is actually losing money. They're not making any money for the company. So, WWE is just Monday Night Raw and SmackDown Live are jealous big brothers. The little brother's getting all the recognition because he's young, he's full of life, he's doing things cool, right? And Monday Night Raw is the jealous older brother who's fucking, you know, disgruntled and nobody's paying attention to them. They're all praising NXT. So Vince McMahon's got to fucking swing his magic wand and be like, bloop, buried. That's it. Done. That's the way it is. That's the cold hard facts right there with WWE, Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. Now, according to Cage Seats, the WWE is beginning to sour on Balor and Lesnar. At TLC, Balor picked up a huge victory over AJ Styles after it was supposed to be Balor and Wyatt. Wait, AJ Styles fill in for Bray Wyatt because he has viral meningitis. That's what they say. I don't know what the hell's going on. Or they just say medical issues. On Monday Night Raw the following evening, a returning Kane issued a challenge to anyone and step up to face him, and the challenge was met by Balor. I don't know why. You know, you got Kurt Hawkins sitting in catering. Have him put down the fucking cheesecake and go out there with his magic wand and lose in 30 seconds. There's no reason why this had to be Finn Balor. Now, in what can be only seen as a shocking and confusing moment to wrestling fans, Balor was cleanly defeated by Kane by pinfall in the center of the ring. They believe that his booking is a result of WWE not being overly confident in the idea of Balor versus Brock Lesnar heading into the Royal Rumble. For a couple of months now, there have been rumors of Brock Lesnar going into feud with Finn Balor for a while, and it had Royal Rumble main event written all over it. From here on out, Lesnar would then move into a program with Roman Reigns for the road to WrestleMania 34. Balor's next path after a feud with Lesnar was unknown, but it seems his immediate future is much of the same right now. I mean, he's going to be right where he is now after his feud with Lesnar. What do you do with him? What do you do with him? I might have a story tomorrow about what you do with Balor, but, you know, he's doing nothing right now, and you'd get him up and set him up for Lesnar, which ultimately would lead to nothing after he loses to Brock Lesnar, because he's not going to beat Brock Lesnar. Nobody's going to expect Finn Balor to beat Brock Lesnar. So, what do you do with him? This guy is miscast. He is lost in the sea that is Monday Night Raw. This guy needs to move over to SmackDown Live. Easily. Or move him back down to NXT. Sure, they'd love to have him. According to Give Me Sport, the squash of Balor by Kane is something that Vince McMahon decided on the night of Raw. While that was a very strange move considering the popularity and momentum of Balor after TLC, it doesn't necessarily mean that all future plans have changed. Finn Balor is easily one of the most beloved superstars in all of the WWE. Everybody loves his entrance. Certainly one of the most talented in the ring as well. A program with Brock Lesnar and eventual WWE Universal Championship match against Lesnar at the Royal Rumble is something that fans would love to see. But nobody knows right now if it's still planning to happen at the Royal Rumble. While current rumors state that it won't, anything can change, as you guys know, in the WWE. So, I don't know what to do here, man. I really don't know who you would even put against Brock Lesnar at this point. Who would you put against Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble? This is why I said, having Lesnar hold the title hostage is a wrong move. This is not the year he beat The Undertaker. This is not the year he squashed John Cena at SummerSlam. It made sense then. WWE failed to capitalize on Roman Reigns then because they knew he wasn't ready. So now they're going through with that plan and they're going to try and recreate the magic, which there will be none of. But this time around, Lesnar is heading Monday Night Raw in this brand split, holding the main title on Raw hostage, holding it away from everybody else, holding it off the show, in which it could have easily went to Strowman on Raw at No Mercy, and Strowman could have been building his stock on Monday Night Raw. He could have been defending the title against, you know, a Joe and a Balor and a Wyatt or whoever else they want to throw in front of him, you know. And if they wanted Lesnar with the title, Lesnar could have come back at the Royal Rumble and fought Strowman and beat Strowman in a rematch for the Universal Championship if they wanted to really have Lesnar with the title going into WrestleMania. Now you're going into the Royal Rumble seemingly without an opponent for Brock Lesnar. And you might as well not even book him for the show. It's as if he doesn't have an opponent anyway. If you're putting Finn Balor in that spot, nobody expects Finn Balor to beat Brock Lesnar. It's going to be a mismatch. Nobody's going to expect him after what we've seen on Monday Night Raw at Kane to beat Brock Lesnar. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ludicrous. WWE and their creative writing is cancer to the company. Something needs to change. And something needs to change ASAP. This company is so fucked up, it is not even funny right now. Their content and their writing and their shows and their creative and their storylines are pathetic. Nobody sees it. They all try to find the good in something. Why don't you stop finding the fucking good in something and start pinpointing the bad? If we had more people in this industry pinpointing the bad and WWE realizes that it's bad, maybe there'll be a fucking chance of change. But no, you're going to have people come out and say things are good, and WWE's not going to change anything. They're going to think that everybody is in agreement. Oh, this is, what we're doing is good. We can get away with it for a little bit more. No. The people that don't say anything negative about the product, you're actually doing more harm than good. You ain't doing anything. You're fooling your audience and you're fooling the fans of the WWE. Why don't you try and be honest like I am? You think I want to come on here and complain every single fucking week? No. I hardly complain about NXT. You want to know why? Because NXT doesn't insult my intelligence. NXT has characters that are treated like attractions. Their storylines are simple. Their in-ring talent is some of the best in this industry. They got the best commentary team with Ronaldo and McGuinness at the helm. They got Triple H, who is a lover of old school ideologies, who's mixing it in with the new school. Vince is stuck in his own mind, in his own demented mind, and he thinks he has a beat or a pulse on what the fans want. Meanwhile, it is the complete opposite. This company is fucking stupid. And if you don't see it, I swear to God, not even Jesus Christ can save you at this juncture. Simple as that. And I don't care if I'm being too harsh on anybody. People like you who find nothing wrong in the product, don't even look in my direction, because you fucking sicken me to such a point that I want to fucking just kick all of you in the teeth and just say, fuck you. You are to blame for the WWE going downhill and fast. They may be making the most money that they've ever made, but that doesn't mean the product is good. That doesn't mean the product is good. It's the complete opposite. Rumored Survivor Series match is still set, but it will be taking place at WrestleMania. The latest on the MMA horsewomen is that all of the women are still training for wrestling. Good. I didn't want it to happen at Survivor Series anyway. The more training they get, the better the match will probably be, the better they will be in the ring. The plan is still for them to wrestle at least one match, but it doesn't look like it will happen next month as initially believed. For those of you that are unaware, the plan is for the MMA horsewoman, Rousey, Shafir, Duke, and Baszler, to face the horsewomen of WWE, Charlotte, Flair, Bayley, Sasha, Banks, and Becky Lynch, the Irish, less kicker. The word is that the match will still take place, but at WrestleMania. One of the reasons is because this year's Survivor Series is centered around the Raw vs. SmackDown brands and the invasion and the competitive aspect of Raw vs. SmackDown that I'm supposed to be so excited about, built up in 1 month. Give me a fucking break. So it makes sense to wait a few more months and allow the women to get ready instead of rushing, which I know WWE loves to do, instead of rushing the match. Rousey has been spotted training at the Performance Center all week. Good on them. They finally made a good decision. Is it going to happen? Yes. And it's going to happen at WrestleMania because we all know that WWE loves bringing in talent to take top spots at WrestleMania away from everyday talent that's on the road. So the same old shit. Now, instead of dipping into the proverbial legend cookie jar, they got to go out and dip into the UFC cookie jar to get some star power for WrestleMania. WrestleMania isn't WrestleMania anymore. It's part-time mania. That's all it is. The Rock reportedly encouraged Nia Jax to walk out of WWE because she was unhappy. Wow. I don't know if you guys heard that this afternoon, or this week rather, but this afternoon I'm reporting it. The Rock reportedly encouraged Nia Jax to walk out of WWE. There are some conflicting reports going around on Nia Jax. As reported last week in the Wrestling Observer newsletter, the word in WWE is that she never walked out and she was simply taking some time away. That was backed up by Alexa Bliss in an interview with the New York Post. A friend of Jax told people that the story was overblown and she just needed to recharge her batteries, and she never walked out or threatened to do so. However, Sports Illustrated's Justin Barrasso has a different story. Now, Justin Barrasso has become a very credible source, going right to the source on these stories. When you hear his name, there is some validity to it. Now, they have a story on SI.com that claims that Jax was not happy about booking scenarios in which she was supposed to lose clean to Sasha Banks at the TLC pay-per-view. So she called The Rock, her cousin, Dwayne Johnson. Johnson reportedly encouraged her to walk away if she was not happy. It's no secret that she has leaned on her famous cousin for advice, and the latest report from Barrasso indicates that she did so again before the TLC pay-per-view. Last year on Chris Jericho's podcast, Jax talked about getting advice from The Rock to get his take on the company announcing her weight, but never announcing the weight of the other women. The latest on Jax is that she is scheduled to return to action when the WWE begins their tour of Europe next week. So if there were issues with the company, then things appear to be smooth over. You know, what does Jim Ross always say? It's always the two C's. One of the two C's. It's either cash or it's creative. Now, obviously, you know, I don't know how much Nia Jax is making, but I know she's making more than what she was making in NXT. Because obviously you're getting promoted to Monday Night Raw. You're going to be on the road more often, so obviously that comes with a pay raise. Can't imagine it's over money. And she hasn't really done anything to warrant a raise or a pay raise or anything of the sort. So I doubt it's money. So she should be happy with what she's doing right now. Creative, yes. Nia Jax was said by Alexa Bliss that she was burnt out. You know, sometimes you just need to recharge your batteries. And that's what she told the New York Post. But now Justin Barrasso is saying that she was unhappy with the creative situation where she was booked to lose clean to Sasha Banks at the TLC pay-per-view. Number one, I don't know why Sasha Banks and Nia Jax are fighting yet again at a pre-show, mind you, at TLC. Who cares? Why? So, I'm not a big fan of Nia Jax. I'm not a big fan of Alicia Fox, but Alicia Fox and Sasha Banks didn't really have that bad of a match at the TLC pre-show. And why would you want to do Sasha Banks versus Nia Jax again? We've seen it so many fucking times before. It's like watching the same match over and over and over and over again on repeat. They're not going to do anything different. It's a non-title match. The match is of zero importance to anybody. And why would you have Nia Jax lose anyway? Right? You built her up and you put her in these situations to avoid her taking the pin. And she knows that. And I'm sure she's been told that. You know? She just fought Mickie James a couple of weeks ago. And they had Mickie James win by disqualification. Mickie James was heading into a title match with Alexa Bliss at TLC. Now, normally, you would put Mickie James, the challenger, in there with somebody who they're going to put her over. You know, they're going to have her beat her opponent clean, but they put her in there with Nia Jax. So they gave her a DQ victory because they didn't want Nia Jax to lose clean 1 week before the pay-per-view. Now you want to book Nia Jax at the pay-per-view to lose clean to Sasha Banks? Why didn't you do it to Mickie James? Nia should not be losing clean. They built her up as this monster, and then she disappeared. Then she started taking losses, and then you want to go back on the train of building her up as a monster. What do you want to do with her? What do you want to do with her? Now that Asuka is on Monday Night Raw, she ain't going to do anything creatively. You're not going to have any plans for her. All the plans revolved around Alexa. Now all the plans are going to revolve around Asuka going into 2018. There's no sense for Nia to even be on Raw. This is why I said, get Charlotte and Becky on Raw. Move Sasha and Nia over, and Bayley over to SmackDown. There needs to be change. These women are doing nothing on Monday Night Raw, and there will be nothing for them. At least, well, WWE again wants to fucking cancel a dream match for the women's division because they got to do this fucking horsewoman shit, right? I would put Charlotte on the same brand as Asuka. That's the match I build to. That's the match I build to for WrestleMania, for your women's division. Asuka versus Charlotte for the Raw Women's Championship. But what the fuck do I know? What do I know? I'm some fucking idiot sitting in front of a microphone talking about WWE, you know? That's what I would do. And then you can move Sasha and Bayley over to SmackDown Live, you know? You can move Naomi over to Monday Night Raw. She's been built up nicely where she's got a lot of stock in her. She could probably, you know, do well on Monday Night Raw. Naomi versus Asuka, right? We get some nice matches over there. Something needs to change. Something needs to change. Now, the only thing I don't like about this situation is that, you know, Nia Jax leaning on The Rock. The Rock, you know, obviously her cousin, the biggest movie star in the world. The report says that she leans on The Rock for advice. And she leaned on The Rock and got his advice about walking out if you're not happy. How is that going to go over with the rest of the locker room? You know, you got an easy out because The Rock is your cousin and you're related to The Rock. How are the other women in the locker room going to look at that? Are they going to kind of look at you and scoff at you and think, you know, who the fuck you think you are? Because you're family with The Rock, that gives you the right to walk out, you know? You're not one of the locker room if you're doing that, you know? But everybody gets frustrated. And there's no reason to believe why these people wouldn't walk out. Of course they're frustrated. I'm surprised more people have not walked out and followed Nia's lead and followed Neville's leave of absence and lead. Nobody's happy in WWE. Sasha's not even happy. Just listen to her on Sam Roberts. Sam Roberts interviewed her and she put down the fact that when you get to Raw, you don't know jack shit before half an hour before the show. Everything is so unorganized. She loves NXT. She even stated on my podcast she loved to be down in NXT. The NXT is the best brand that WWE has. Who's saying that? You're making more money on Monday Night Raw. You're an even bigger superstar now than you were then, thanks to your positioning on Monday Night Raw. But it all comes down to what these people want to do. Why are you in this business? You're in this business to perform and be the best at your craft. Sasha is one of them. The money probably means, you know, is not the most important thing to Sasha. She wants to rule the world. What she wants is she wants to be the best female performer of all time. That's what she wants to do. She is not able to do that on Monday Night Raw. That's what most of these people want. Neville walked out because he was unhappy creatively. They know their worth. They know their talent. They want to perform. They want to achieve heights that they never achieved before. WWE is a platform for that. Who the fuck are you to tell me I'm not good enough? So he's going to go somewhere else and prove that, yeah, I'm one of the best in the world. You know? This is where WWE fucks up. They don't, first of all, their creativity is garbage, but they don't realize the talent that they have. Nia really doesn't have any true talent. She's still green as fuck in the ring. But how's it going to go over to the rest of the locker room that you seeked out advice from your cousin and then walked out, you know? And you have an easy in and an easy out, and the rest of the locker room might resent you because you think you're invincible because you have connections to The Rock. And, you know, WWE's not going to want to disobey The Rock. They're not going to want to go behind The Rock's back and fire Nia Jax for walking out, you know? The Rock is bigger than WWE. WWE needs The Rock more than The Rock needs the WWE. So they don't want to anger him. They don't want to anger him in any way. So Nia kind of, you know, has a bulletproof vest on in the form of The Rock here. So how is everybody else going to look at that? That's my only concern with this. But good on her. If you're not happy, walk away. Especially creatively in WWE. I don't know why more haven't followed suit, to be perfectly honest with you. Speaking of walking away, WWE's apparently ready to move on from Neville. WWE has yet to say anything publicly about Neville, but he has finally been removed from the 205 Live intro. I don't watch 205 Live, so I really don't give a shit. The situation remains unchanged, and he still needs to get an official release before he can work for another wrestling company. As noted, this weekend, he is said to be happy about his decision to leave the company, and he's been frustrated with several things: pay, creative, cash, creative, the 2 C's, not getting royalties from his WrestleMania match, etc., etc., over the past few months. There are other wrestlers in the company that are unhappy and would love to explore their options outside of WWE. However, the fact that Neville, while probably, at the prime of his career, he will land on his feet with a company like Ring of Honor or New Japan Pro Wrestling, but that is not guaranteed for others looking to leave. Also, Neville has a great reputation in wrestling before he even joined WWE. In typical WWE fashion, they have completely avoided mentioning Neville since he walked out a couple of weeks ago, and it's still as if it's never even happened, and they're pretending like he never even existed. Well, fuck them. Good on Neville. I hope he makes more money. I hope he becomes a bigger name, and then WWE's going to regret him as well, on top of everybody else that they let go who's achieving success outside of their walls. Moving on here, man. I really don't have much news as of this week, and it really is a slow news week, and I don't want to do everything today because I need to give you guys a video for tomorrow. But I got speculation here on where the Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon tension could be. If you guys watch SmackDown Live, we seen Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon have tension because Bryan felt slighted that McMahon did not address him or go to him in what he wanted to do as far as this Raw invasion. Bryan said, listen, Raw is going to retaliate and it's going to be all on you. It's in your job description. So on SmackDown Live this week, there was tension teased between general manager Daniel Bryan and Commissioner Shane McMahon. This came after Shane invaded Monday Night Raw with the SmackDown roster without notifying Daniel Bryan. Bryan confronted Shane backstage and was clearly unhappy about it. So a popular theory right now that's going on amongst people in the internet community is that Daniel Bryan could turn heel in this storyline. The idea would be that Bryan is pissed off at Shane for a few reasons. One, Shane has been ignoring his ideas over the past few months. Two, Daniel Bryan being jealous that Shane is able to wrestle in his authority role, but he can't. 3, Shane didn't consult Bryan about the invasion. If he was to turn heel, he could aid Raw in their retaliation attack on SmackDown Live. Negative. Daniel Bryan's not turning heel. If there's anybody that's going to aid Monday Night Raw in this bullshit, it's going to be Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are going to ruin SmackDown Live's chances at winning this Raw vs. SmackDown Survivor Series match. SmackDown won it last year. Monday Night Raw is going to win it this year because of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Mark my words. Daniel Bryan turning heel makes absolutely no sense. If you really think about it, are Bryan's actions heel? Shane was the one that took a cheap shot at the Raw roster without consulting him. Bryan was upset with not being consulted and said that he didn't agree with Shane's cheap shot tactics. Bryan in this storyline actually looks like the level-headed one. It seems more likely to anybody that if someone is turning heel, it would be Shane McMahon. I also think that this would be stupid of WWE to try and turn Daniel Bryan heel when he is the most over figure in the entire company. Why would you want to do that? That's not even, that should never even be a thought. So I don't get why anybody's thinking Bryan's going to turn heel. It makes no sense. There's even a rumor going around that Nikki Bella is going to be the new fucking general manager of, or commissioner of SmackDown Live to take Daniel Bryan's place, because one of these men is going to be off television. Nikki Bella replacing Daniel Bryan? Come on, bro. Come on, man. That's absolutely a ludicrous idea. Ludicrous. Regardless of a heel turn or not, it seems like the storyline between Shane and Daniel will be leading to a breakup. Once this storyline is over, then one of them will be fired, rumored to be fired, or one of them will walk away from their role on Tuesday nights. Now, fans are optimistic with Kurt Angle recently getting cleared and all, but nobody is going to expect the same thing to happen to Daniel Bryan as far as an in-ring return. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. I don't think turning Daniel Bryan heel is the answer here, nor would that be the wise decision. Like I said, he's the most over figure in the entire company for WWE. And that's pretty much it, man. That's all I got. I have one story here on Roman Reigns, which we will save for tomorrow. We got another rumor here on Kurt Angle's WrestleMania match. I'll save that for tomorrow. News on the King of the Ring returning. Not the way you think, not the way I want, but WWE thinking about resurrecting the King of the Ring name. And then we have a possible reason why Asuka faced Emma at TLC. And then again on Monday Night Raw, Bryan Alvarez dives into it because it's been a very highly subjected topic for the week in WWE. And that is really all I got, man. Those are the only other 4 news stories. If I could pull if I could pull someone, or pull something out of someone's ass, we'll figure it out. But that's all I got for this Saturday's edition of Off the Script. Hope you guys enjoy your Saturday afternoon. Thank you so very much. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that thumbs up. We did over 1,000 thumbs up on yesterday's video. Let's try and match that one on this one, bro. So thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow for more Off the Script on part 3. This is episode 193, part number 2. And I'll see you guys on Sunday afternoon. Make it a great Saturday. Enjoy yourselves. And I will talk to you all tomorrow for part 3 of Off the Script. I'll talk to you later.